Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I got a lot of great comments on the zodiac and astrology and tarot and what's coming up in the next 30 days. So I thought, what a perfect time to bring out the zodiac tarot. And I got these in when we were in Palm Springs, and I haven't used them as much as I wanted to yet. And I thought this is the perfect time. And what a great idea somebody had for to do a reading on the general energies of the world when the ecliptical season starts here. So we've got one that's coming in March 13th, and that's a lunar eclipse. That's the blood moon. And then we have a solar eclipse in at the end of March. What popped out here? Oh, the sun. As I said, the solar eclipse, the sun card popped out and it was in reverse. Interesting. And so people, as I was doing those readings, it's something big is coming. Something, this eclipse season, for whatever reason, is going to be one to remember. So everybody asks, what is the general predictions for the world from these eclipses? Now, the first one is in Pisces, which is endings, and the second one is in Aries, which is not unusual because the last couple have been the Aries Libra matrix, I guess you could call it. So this will be the last one in Aries for quite a while, and the Aries is leaders, and so when the moon comes in front of the sun, that means the leaders are darkened. Dun, 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 dun. I have long predicted there's going to be big changes in leadership. I predicted Trudeau was going to step down. Anyways, and there has been lots of changes in leadership. It started last year and it will continue this year. But anyways, let's get the general. Now, make notice, I have got the traveling tarot table on the tarot table because I am traveling. Let's see. General energies for the world in general. What are these eclipses going to bring? Wow, that was very definite. So let's get to it. Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You know what? There is going to be some big endings. This is my retirement card. It's also a legacy card. So it's people who are leaving are going to leave a legacy. But 10s are always endings. They're the endings and the beginnings. So they're one door closes, another door opens. And 10 of Pentacles is legacy. So I think we're going to see some big money people go down. You know who I'm thinking of right away is like Warren Buffett, right? He's getting up there in age. This would be kings and, your billionaire leaders. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to die. It just could mean they're stepping down. So right off the hop, the cards are telling us that we are definitely going to see some big endings. And interesting, this is Mercury in Virgo, and opposite of Pisces is Virgo, and Mercury is in Virgo. I mean Pisces. Mercury will be in Pisces. So we're going to have to see what happens there. Especially if you're an earth sign person, you might be stepping down to retire. And we ask for the general world. So this might even be you. This might even be your grandfather's, packing it in. They're retiring. Could be, especially if they're an earth sign person or they have a really, really strong Mercury in their chart. They could be coming up into a retirement situation. The devil in reverse. Wow, that's not very good. Now this is Capricorn, and Capricorn's an earth sign as well. So we might see, like, I'm going to pull this in a little bit better so you can see that. So if you are a Capricorn and you are coming into retirement, or if you've been very ill, I don't want to get too deep into that, or Your time is up. This is telling us, please be careful. Six of Cups upright. So yeah, this is lots of past stuff. Eight of Swords upright and Two of Wands in reverse. All right, so I hope those aren't too shiny for you. Let me see if I turn that light off. Yeah, there we go. All right. Could be problems with siblings, especially if you've had a lot of words with each other. This could shut down any kind of siblings talk. So if you've had, especially if you are Scorpio, this is Sun in Scorpio, but and this is Jupiter in Gemini, but if you've had any kind of sibling issues, I think this eclipse is actually going to close the door on that. So, um, this is Mars and Aries. That's no more chances. So don't be surprised if something comes up with a sibling or a friend from deep in your past, or an issue from deep in your past, especially if it's with an earth sign person. That is your Virgo, your Capricorn, and your Taurus. If you've had any issues with them, um, be prepared for some kind of door to close on that. This eclipse could end up saying no more chances. The end is nigh. I'm almost getting. Knight of Cups upright on the Devil. Wow. Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Fool upright. I think overall, I think there's going to be a lot of sweet talking, but it's going to be lies. With the Swords here in reverse, I don't think you can trust it. Also, this could be the Knight of Cups, could be somebody bringing you some kind of medicine or telling you need a surgery. But with the Fool card here, I'm not sure I would take it, especially with the Devil on the board. So it could be something like any kind of surgery that you get done. Now, of course, don't be foolish. If you need emergency surgery, you've been in a car accident, you need emergency surgery, put your leg back on, of course, go ahead and do it. But around this eclipse season, especially if it's any kind of cosmetic surgery, I would change it. I would absolutely change it. With the Swords in reverse. If the Swords were upright, I'd say, wow, that surgery is actually going to bring really good luck to you, or great start. So maybe it's a knee replacement surgery and finally, you're getting it done and it's going to be fine, but maybe you get it done and something is off and something has to be redone. Anything like that, I would put off until at least 2 weeks after the solar eclipse. Because we asked what's the general energies for people, and the cards are telling us it's not a good time for surgeries. You can go ahead and get it done if you want. I mean, of course, you're a free agent. You can get anything you want done. But especially if it's if it's something that's been really bothering you for a long time, like I said, like a knee replacement, hip replacement, anything like that, I would kind of put it off. So anything elective, right? This is not health advice at all. If you do need surgery, if you have a cancer surgery or life-saving surgery, go ahead and get it done. But make sure everything else around you is in proper order. Let's put it that way. Okay. I wouldn't start any new medication. Of course, you're diabetic, you need new medication, that's different. But if you are just like, oh, I'm going to try these new vitamins to see how, if they'll help, or, don't go against your doctor's advice. If it's something that you want to do, I would wait till afterwards. I really would. All right, King of Cups in reverse. This is not a time to get drunk or abuse alcohol. King of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups on the Devil here. The cards are very clear. This will be a very terrible time, actually, to overindulge in alcohol. It could end up being an end of a friendship, an end of siblings. There's definitely something here. Also, let's not dodge this bullet here. What we're talking about, who's some King of Cups that we know that could possibly not be doing well, that are leaders, that it's time for them to go. Well, we've got Joe Biden. He's a Scorpio. We have the King. He's a Scorpio. We have Bill Gates. He's a Scorpio. So this is in reverse here. With the swords here in reverse, we could hear some kind of news that that's the end or the beginning of the end of them, especially if they have any kind of surgery. Got to be careful with that. Two of Swords. I'm going to say that, sorry, that's my dog. She's so excited to be here. I'm going to say this is not the time to make any decisions. Do not make any big decisions over this eclipse time at all. Choose not to choose. Seriously, choose not to choose. If this was in reverse, I'd say you have to make a serious decision and stick with it. But it's upright. It's saying do not make any decisions over this eclipse season. King of Swords. Now, who's the King of Swords? And the King of Swords is upright. Well, we've got the King of Swords is Trump, is Putin, Netanyahu. Are they? And they are upright. And when I did my March predictions, I said it's going to be a very political month. There's going to be so much about politicians coming and going and yaying and naying and everything. And I think with this King of Swords here, they might be the last one standing. That's what, I don't know why that one dropped into my head. King of Swords is also, if you watch my royal channel, is my William. And so I'm wondering, and I did do on the astrology tarot reading that their lives are so intertwined energetically. I know as father, as son, as heir and king and prince, and of course they are, but it even goes deeper than that. It's a very, very deep energetic level, could be karmic, clearing up, whatever. Perhaps the king of England is going to make an announcement that William is now king. That is absolutely on the table. But so if you're an air sign, if you're a male air sign, this is definitely a time for you to stand tall. So that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You're going to come out of this the best out of everyone. Interesting, we don't have any females in here. We just have more males. So obviously, which is funny because Pisces and Virgo are considered feminine signs. But you know what? Aries is the male sign, and Aries is the solar eclipse. I think it's a solar eclipse that's actually going to do a lot of these changes for us. I think it's the solar eclipse that is going to bring, is really going to affect the leaders a lot more. All right. Oh, the star in reverse. Yeah, you know what? Again, the star upright is hope and healing, and it's the best card in the deck. And when it's in reverse, sorry about that. Sorry, I'm in a hotel and I don't have a lot of control over the sounds that come into the room. The star in reverse is hope and healing, is not there. So I think, again, if you have any kind of elective medical conditions coming up, and you have to remember Virgo, Pisces, Virgo is health. Pisces is hospitals. So this could be affecting a lot of people's health issues, especially now that we see the star in reverse and with the no surgery there. I better cover that up. Just one moment. Sorry about that. They're drilling or something next door. We are staying at the same hotel that the next G20 summit, and it's going to be here in Canada in June. And we're staying here, and they're definitely getting it all dressed up for the party. And there's a lot of things I don't have a lot of control over, so I apologize for that. Ace of Cups in reverse. I think that also we're going to have a lot of tears coming, because you remember Pisces is a water sign and Virgo is an earth sign. I think we're going to lose a lot of people. We're going to lose a lot of people who are like they're ready to go. I mean, that's a fact of life. And I think there's going to be a lot of tears around that. So we might lose somebody who is very well loved, very well revered. And it's going to take a while to get over losing them. Page of Wands upright. Well, that's good news. We're also going to hear some good news that grows, and that would be after the Aries, the solar eclipse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting. We finally have a queen, and she's in reverse. I'm thinking of some of the Queen of Swords that we have. So that would be air signs that could come tumbling down. I'm just trying to think of some of them that I can't think of any, to tell you the truth. Some of the top females, but they're in reverse here. So we could hear, I mean, that's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Oh, you know who that could be? Kamala Harris. She's a Libra. We could hear some kind of bad news about her. Not that she's passing away or anything, but maybe she decides to step out of politics or some such thing. I know she's signed on with a talent agency, and I foretold that she's going to turn out to be some kind of coach, some kind of counselor, or helping other women become politicians, to get into politics or teaching a class or something like that. So I'm wondering if we're going to hear an announcement that she steps out of the political circle. Wands in reverse and the moon in reverse. Now, this is interesting because the moon is a big part of both eclipses. Interesting, we don't have the sun. We had it when I was pre-shuffling. The moon here is in reverse, and it's going to lift a lot of the veil is being lifted. Truth bombs are going to come out, especially with the Ten of Wands here in reverse. That could be why some people step away. You know who else is a King of Cups? It just came to me is P. Diddy. He's a King of Cups too. Could this be something to do with his downfall? But the moon here in reverse is telling me the veil is very thin. The truth is going to come out about so many things. I think this is where a lot of the cups in the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think we're really in for it. I honestly do. I think these eclipses are going to really rock a lot of people's worlds. I think a lot of people are going to leave us. I think a lot of people are going to be stepping down, especially males and or females. I think more in politics or judges or that kind of thing. The Queen of Swords isn't necessarily typically a very strong queen, like a leader. That would be more the Queen of Wands. She's more of a leader energy. Queen of Swords just makes sure that everybody stays in line. So I don't think it's like a huge female leader that we're dealing with here. But there you go. So be prepared that, and you have to remember eclipses, their energy can last for up to 6 months. So this isn't just on the day of the eclipse. So we've got 6 months. We're going to go right until about October 1st. Where this energy is going to be active. It'll start to peter out closer we get to September, to the next eclipse season, and then those eclipses will take over again. But until then, we could be seeing some of this. So if you have any kind of elective surgery or health issue, or some kind of health thing that you want to change, I would wait for at least 2 weeks after March the March solar eclipse. Now, that doesn't, I'm not telling you what to do with your health. It's just, this is what the cards are telling me. So look at the disclaimer down below, especially if you're going to have any kind of surgery. We're going to be hearing a lot of truths that are going to really upset a lot of people. I think we are going to see, if you are arguing with a sibling, don't be surprised if that goes really south, or along a friend that you had from childhood, and especially if alcohol is involved. I think that you could actually end those relationships. Now, sometimes you want to do that. You might want to end it. So this would be a good time, a clean time to end something and say, you know what, I've had enough and I'm not going to do this anymore, and close that door. And you'll find it's very easy to close that door. So there's that on the table. I would not overindulge in alcohol during this next eclipse season coming up whatsoever. There's a real chance that, number one, you could do something that destroys your life. So, for example, drinking and driving, maybe you get a DUI and now you lose your job. Maybe this would also be the time that if you overindulge in alcohol, this could become something much, much more. So maybe you're just a weekend drinker. Now all of a sudden you're finding out you have to have that drink every day. This is a great potential for this eclipse to do that to you. So you have to please be careful with alcohol. If anything, just pull it back. And if you can not indulge during these eclipses, I would absolutely choose that. What else? What else do I see? Do not make any big decisions. Do not make any big decisions. Choose not to choose right now. So if you need to choose, do I sell the house? Don't I sell the house? Do I move? Do I take a job? Do I start a relationship? Do I ask them to marry me? Just wait. Wait till at least mid-April. And then it'll be clear. It's just during the peak of this eclipse. And if it's something you can even wait until the autumn time, or as the months go by, then I would also wait for that. Wait for that energy of this eclipse to dissipate over time. All right? Don't solidify some of those decisions, because they will definitely turn out to be the wrong decision for you. And again, of course, if it's an emergency, right? Your house burnt down, you have to live somewhere, right? Or you lost your job, but you need a job. Of course, go ahead and make that decision. Just be really extremely careful where you choose to go to the next thing. But if you don't have to make a decision about something and you can put it off, then put it off. All right. All right. That's about it. That's about all I see for now. I'm going to stop at the moon here because the moon is a big part of both these eclipses. And it's in reverse, telling me big, big truths are going to be opened up. Don't be surprised if you hear big truths and that's why you and your sibling have a falling out, or your childhood friend tells you a big truth. So it could absolutely be your own personal truth. Like, let's say you do a DNA test and find out your father was never your father, right? I mean, that does happen as well. So these truths don't have to be worldwide, earth-shaking truths. They could also be truths that have been hidden from you that then come true. All right, well, YouTube's going to show you a video that you possibly haven't seen before. Go ahead and click on that and I'll see you over there. Thank you for your attention, and we'll see you in the next one.